Good afternoon, class. Please stand. Let's have a prayer first. Okay, before you sit down, please pick up the pieces of your papers under your chair. Okay, you may sit down. So, before we delve into our next discussion, let's have first a recap about our previous discussion. Yes, Ms. Abrera? Yes, very good. Our previous discussion was all about gender. Gender is related to male, female, or non-binary. So, before we delve into our next discussion, let's have first a activity. So, I will divide the class into two groups. This will be the group 1 and this will be the group 2. So, each group will have one representative to pick a role and act it out silently or using simple line without telling the role's name. So, each members of the group will guess the answer, and each group will be given 1 minute to answer. So, the group who will have a lot of answer will be the winner and get the reward later. So, let's start. Okay, group 1. Time's up. So, the group 1 got a 3 points. So, let's proceed to group 2. Okay, time's up. The group 2 got a 5 points. So, the winner is the group 2. So, let's clap to group 2. Okay, so before we delve into our next discussion, let's have first our objectives for today's lesson. So, at the end of the lesson, students are expected to first define what is agents of socialization. The second, differentiate agents of socialization. And the last is reflect on the importance of agents of socialization. So, do you want more or do you want another activity? Okay, let's have another activity. So, this activity is what we call agree or disagree. So, this will be the group 1 and this will be the group 2. So, this activity has a twist. So, each group will choose what animal sounds they are prefer. Okay, so, group 1. Okay, dog sound. How about group 2? The cat sound. Okay, so the direction of this activity is that you will define agents of socializations by agreeing or disagreeing the given words. Okay, so let's start. Are you ready? Okay, so let's start. Family. Okay, group 1. What's your answer? Yes, agree. Okay, 1 point for group 1 and 0 point for group 2. Okay, group 2, hurry up. Beat the group 1. So the next is climate. Okay, group 2. Yes, very good. Disagree. Okay, 1 point for group 2 and 1 point for group 1. Next is nature. Yes, group 1, what's your answer? Disagree. Okay, 2 points, 1 point. The next is answer. Yes, agree. Okay. 2 points, 2 points. Okay, so school. Okay, your plan. What's your answer? Yes, correct. Agree. Okay, so the winner is the group 1 because they got 3 points. So let's have a clap to group 1. Okay, so what did you observe from our activity? Yes, it was fun. Yes. I introduced a lot of agents of socialization. Yes. So I will ask the class, what are some agents of socialization that you know? Cite one example and its function. Yes? Yes, Miss Babula? Yes, thank you. You said mass media. Okay, so mass media is a platform just like TV, radio, newspapers, internet that spread information or influence public opinion. Okay, that's very good, Miss Pabula. So, what is our lesson for today? Anyone who have an idea? So, our lesson for today is socialization. So, agents of socialization. So, what is socialization? Socialization is a lifelong process through which individuals learn the values, norms, beliefs, and behaviors necessary to function in society. So, we all know that socialization or to socialize is very important in our lives because it is the lifelong process through which individuals learn the values, norms, beliefs, and behaviors. So, the purpose of socialization is helps individuals become functioning members of society. So we all know that to socialize helps also the individuals become functioning members of society. The next is transmits culture from one generation to the next. And the next is shapes identity and social skills. So we all know that these are very important. So here are the importance of socialization. The first bullet is builds self-awareness and self-identity. So, just like the word self-awareness and self-identity. So, we all know that the importance of socialization is that we know how to just like socialize other people wherein we can also know our self-identity or also builds our self-awareness. The next is teaches language and communication skills. So, we all know that socialization is very important because this just like we are socializing other people or just like some for people that have a different languages. So we can learn from them about their languages also. So the next is encourages social rules and responsibility. So we all know that we have our responsibility as a group or people in the society. So the next is who or what are agents of socialization? How many here have an idea what is or what are the agents of socialization? From our based on our activity, I introduced a lot of agents of socialization. Have an idea. Okay, so who or what are agents of socialization? So, agents of socialization are individuals, groups, and institutions that influence our attitudes, behaviors, and self-concept throughout life. So, agents of socialization influence our attitudes, behaviors, and self-concept. So, here are some examples of agents of socialization. So, the first one is at home or family. So, we all know that our family teaches us a good moral or good attitude. The next is school. School is the place where we learn a new knowledge or skills, and also school help teaches us to have also a good attitude. Peers. Okay, peers. We all know that peers are also agents of socialization. Just like socializing other people, we tend to know them, and also it helps us to know more them better and have a good lessons. And the next is mass media. We all know that mass media right now is so very rampant. Just like the internet, we use it in our daily lives. So, based from our discussion, I know that you have a generalization. Okay, so in your own understanding, how do you define socialization? Based from our discussion earlier. Yes, Mr. Manidlangan? Yes, very good. Socialization is how people learn to behave or interact in the society. Okay, very good, Mr. Manidlangan. Cite one example of agents of socialization and give its function. Yes, Miss Heaven. Yes, very good. School. We all know that school is a place where we learn knowledge skills, values, and social behavior. Um, so, as we tackled agents of socialization, for you class, as a student, why is it important to know agents of socialization? Yes, Ms. Tilaon? Yes, very good. It is important for us to know agents of socialization because it shapes us, influence our behavior, attitudes, and self-concept throughout life. So I guess all of you have an idea or generalization of our lesson today. So that's all, class. Thank you for listening.